Backrix is certain that Uplanders left from Metal Giant only moments before returning. He watches Uplanders disappear over horizon with own two eyes. It is impossible to return so soon if Uplander's tale is true. My treasure hunter also makes such claims Backrix does not know. Go, Uplander. Trade tongue claps with Miqo'te. Together, think of explanation. Time does wibbly wobbly stuff in there. Have you been able to make any sense of Backrix's account? According to his version of events, we have scarcely had time to reach the core, much less shut it down. But we were all there. We all know what happened. Are you sure he's not just confused? Maybe got lost in all that data is and forgot the time. Afraid not. That is, unless the goblin standing watch near Alexander was also confused. His reports corroborate Backrix's. No, something else is going on here. I'm certain of it. The question is, what? We assume for a moment that the goblin's accounts are true. Then hardly any time has passed since we entered the barrier around Alexander. Time stopped? Possible. Possible? You mean like quick things predicting exactly what was going to happen in the core room? I hate to say it, but maybe he wasn't talking out of his arse. Time doesn't work the same in there. Maybe he saw the future. There may be another explanation for that. There is a device deep within Alexander capable of performing complex mathematical calculations. It is not outside the realm of possibility that it could be used to predict the outcome of simple events. Using mathematics to predict the future. Now, even if I could believe that, wouldn't explain his business with Backrix. Biggs is right. Perhaps the presence of the Primal somehow disrupted the flow of time within the barrier. It's only a theory, of course, and a far-fetched one at that, but it might go some way towards explaining recent events. To be clear, you're implying that the Illuminati are aware of this temporal disruption, have been using it to somehow gaze into the future? Very well. If you're willing to accept that, why not go further? Might it not be a case that they have found a way to bend time to their will? By moving back and forth in time, the Illuminati could effectively manipulate the present, however they saw fit. They would ever remain one step ahead of us, our every effort doomed to fail from the first. Oh, that's a sobering theory. It's only a theory, right? There's no point panicking just yet. Wedge, give the chief a call on your link bolt, why don't you? If anyone knows how to untangle this knot, it's him. Chief, it's me. It's about Alexander. I've noticed something strange about time inside the Primal. What? No, not our time inside the Primal. The time. I mean, time itself. Chief, it might be best if you just come here. I will await your arrival. Is that a heated debate, I hear? Boys, you started without me. What was it that you were saying over the link, Pearl? Something about running out of time? Sid insisted I accompany him, though I would have come even had he not. Matters have taken a turn for the worse, I gather. You can say that again. Yes, hi, Toph. Etheric fluctuations are akin to those I observed shortly before the Primal's awakening. In the absence of a functioning core, its form is dissipating, albeit slowly. Stolo, would you mind lending me your goggles for a moment? Can't hurt to have a second opinion. In the seventh hells? They're pouring from the Primal is flying backwards, as if time were passing in reverse. That cannot be. Such a phenomenon is wholly without precedent. Knowing so little of this Primal's capabilities, however, we may be remiss to discount the possibility outright. If it is what we fear, then at this very moment, Alexander could be undoing our efforts to shut down its cores. All of our labors will have been for naught. The treasure hunter of whom we have heard so much. You seem unperturbed by our outlandish speculations. Is this perchance the subject of Wedge's communication? Gods help us. If there is any truth to this, won't matter how many cores we disable, the Illuminati will simply undo any damage we cause. Then what do we do, Chief? How do we even begin to fight something like that? Erase the past, to return to a clean slate. Could Dion have known? Preparations for restoration of Miqo'te are complete. Calculations show margin of error for future ratings is 0.03%. Shh. Foolish Gabi. When the future is decided, there is no error. There is no failure. Listen well, chosen of Illuminati. At last, all pieces are in place. No longer must wise suffer foolishness of unwise. Time has come for backstrike. Inferiors will make way for perfect world, or die. Now, restore Enigma Codex. It's about the cones. Can't be that evil. He has a pet cat. Shh. Now as Alexander's Illuminati's to control. Soon will cores disabled by Uplanders be disabled no more. Reverse time. Once power flows to third core, Alexander will be fully operational. And with third core will its true potential awaken. Wings of time will unfurl, and all of history will be at mercy of Illuminati. Chosen ones will amend mistakes of past and reshape world into perfection. At last, prophecies of Enigma Codex will be fulfilled. And Quick Things All Thoughts will rule as king of New World, of Correct World. Chosen ones, menders of history, be proud to serve as builders of this paradise. That sounds bad. Stola and the chief have returned to Matoya's cave. Don't worry. Between them, I'm sure they're sure to find the answer to our problems. If it isn't waiting on a shelf in the Charlian Annals, it'll be in some forgotten corner of the chief's brain. You mark my words. Next time we meet Quick Thinks, we'll be ready for him. Adventure, there's something I would like to discuss with you. It may happen to be best to wait until you're safely back at the shortstop. I'll see you there. I am... Dude, it's like 2 steps. I'm just trying to queue up the next one. Can you click her, please? Suppose I should start by apologizing for everything. Were it not for me, the Illuminated would never have summoned that infernal machine, or gained the means to control it. Now Quick Think possesses the power to manipulate time, to foresee the past, future, and erase the past. I dare not think how he will use it. Turning the cores to their former state was but a foretaste. When all 3 are active, and Alexander can traverse both time and space, nothing will stand between the Illuminati and their twisted utopia. Cannot let it come to that, Archon. Somehow, we must find a way to stop them. First, we must rescue Roundrox. Of all the innocent victims of this sorry tale, her plight pains me the most. The shortstop just isn't the same without her. I hope someone will keep her treasure safe until she returns. Ah, Adventure. You come at an opportune moment. It would seem we have a visitor. I was pacing about, thinking of Roundrox, when something in the shadow drew my eye. Not only a brief glimpse, but it bore an uncanny resemblance to Quick Thinks' constant companion. Shanoa, was it? If the quarrel's here, there's a good chance her Illuminati keepers are close by. We'd best track her down, and quickly. Follow me. Just as I thought. It is Shanoa. Or is it? One coral kitten looks much the same as another, and she doesn't seem to have brought any of her friends. Over there. Uplanders, what are these snap crashings and... An Illuminati spy, sent by Quick Things to observe our movements, like as not. Given the sizable disadvantage at which we find ourselves, we thought it best to relieve him of duty. Yes, Toph? I can't play with you with the string all the way over there. Always do this. spent his final moments babbling about all of the Illuminati's deranged schemes. Claimed that once the final core is activated and Alexander fully operational, the fortress would gain the power to travel through time, taking them along with it. Seemed quite convinced that Quick thinks is a prophet of sorts, a traveler from the future come to the present to return history to its proper state. Aye, and that's not the half of it. According to him, the battle for history has already been won, and not by us. Fear the future is written in the Enigma Codex, and we but play out our roles in it. Quick thinks a traveler from the future? Certainly explain how he was able to anticipate our every move, but could it be that he has already conquered the world of tomorrow? Have all our efforts been in vain? Ah, tongue flaps of crazed Illuminati make brain case hurt. Backrex would speak of different subject. Brings Uplanders back to shortstop. Having settled upon a plan of action, Sid and I were in the process of making our final preparations with Master Miqo'te when this kitten scampered in, mewling as if to beckon us. We duly followed her, and she led us here, much to the dismay of the fellow at our feet. I'm not one to look a gift quarrel in the mouth, but something about all of this doesn't sit right with me. She's been at Quick Thinks' side, like that on his bloody head, every step of the way. Now she decides to betray her keepers? If that cat could speak our tongue, would have a question or two for her, maybe even 3. Can't believe I'm even considering this, but it wouldn't be the strangest thing I've seen today. You there, cat. You're Shanoa. Quick Thinks is a little familiar, aren't you? 2 moves for yay, 1 for nay. Pew, pew. Did she truly... Do you want to go home? You. 7 hells. I think the bloody furball might actually understand us. That doesn't mean we can trust her. For all we know, she could be here to do her master's dirty work. A moment, Uplanders. Tongue flaps of Roundrock's come to Baxter's brain case. 3 years ago, when Roundrock's found Codex Splinterstone, Roundrock says Black Coil Child is there, onlooking. Backtracking thinks nothing of this then, but now... I mean to imply that Shanoa here was present when we attempted the summoning. I very much doubt that. If she were a kitten 3 years ago, she would be a fully grown Quirrell by now. Unless, that is, she took a shortcut through time? An implausible theory, I grant you, but one we cannot well dismiss in light of recent events. If true, it would raise a still more troubling possibility. Roundrock's discovery of the Codex was no mere coincidence, but an event orchestrated by Quick Thinks to further his own ends. Now this just gets better and better. Look, whatever is going on here, we're not like to find out by standing around talking. We need to delve deeper into that fortress. As much luck would have it, Wedge claims his latest invention will allow us to do just that. Sent him and Biggs on ahead to the Maker's Quarter to perform their final tests. Meet them when you're ready. I'll join you as soon as my own preparations are complete. What is going on with that cat? To travel back in time and assess how strong's the right. It would resist such temptation, and how grievous would the consequences of surrendering to it. For in allowing the past to consume us, making our every choice, our every action the correct one, would we not cease to live in the present, and in turn lose sight of the future? It's a path not to redemption, but to madness. If the last stage is any indication, this should be the last step towards unlocking. Oh, Archon. All fired and up and ready to go, are we? Then I best hurry up and brace you on the task at hand. In a nutshell, we'll be attacking the Primal on two fronts. As we speak, Ishtal is leading an attempt to cut off the Primal source of Ether. Our job, meanwhile, will be to head into the belly of the beast and rescue young Roundrocks. Without her to view the Enigma Codex for him, the Illuminati won't be able to turn back time anymore, giving us a fighting chance of beating the bastards. Chief reckons that the shortest path is through the giant's great fat noggin, the only problem being that it's inside the barrier. Not to worry though, Wedge's latest wonder will take care of that. He's dubbed it the BBG-2, which he tells me is short for Barrier Begone. Of course, the barrier doesn't just serve to keep folk out, it also keeps the Primal in, that being why Miqo'te and her mates raised the bleeding thing in the first place. So the moment it gets down, there'll be nothing to stop the Colossus from running rampant, if it has a mind to. Which means we're going to need to move fast. The Chief will take the Excelsior and as close as he can to Alexander's head, where you'll jump off and secure us away inside. Wasting no time, you'll then climb back aboard and Wedge will re-engage the barrier, all before our metal friend even knows what's happening. Got it? Good. Who's got our work cut out for us? Let's get going. Okay, that is the Eyes of the Creator unlocked. That is going to be the next dungeon, which we will pick up with next time, which is probably going to be 2 weeks from now.